sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Bruce Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Marquise Bell in on that stop. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
An open man that time. We end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Motion man left is Lazard.
26.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well, 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll give to Hall. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because
He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 5-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. He's got it complete to Tolbert. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Second down and 8. Prescott now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's third and long. Prescott to throw it. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Cowboys nothing. Rick Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
He was brought down by John Johnson.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down throw for Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now Prescott.
And 4 at the 45-yard line.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
First down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Buying time to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Cut. Hey, 88. Plant.
In motion right here, Boyd.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26. Right left. Stay right.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. In motion comes the tight end left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This out quickly to Williams. Oh, good move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Zone.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play action now. Prescott. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Williams being motioned left.
26.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
47.
Throwing, Prescott. Room to maneuver at the 35. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw out wide is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. He's got it at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. 24. Cowboys 8. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Lazard will go in motion right. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. Slant pass, it's Ferguson. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Dak. He's got Elliott, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now Dak. Into the hands of Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Third down and 1. They'll run with Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
There's Hall bringing in another one. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside. Cut. Screen idea.
Rodgers throwing here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.